While the movie opens beautifully with the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, I have a problem with it because it was so stylized that it rang emotionally hollow. Hi everyone, this is Manjusha Radhakrishnan. I'm the entertainment editor, Gulf News. I was there for the first show of Bollywood film Kesari Chapter 2, starring Akshay Kumar, Madhavan, Simon Paisley, Georgina Cassandra, and Ananya Pandey. Now, it's directed by Karan Singh Tyagi. This is a historical courtroom drama that follows the events after the brutal massacre that happened in 1919. It's the massacre that happened in Punjab. It's called the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, where unarmed protesters, thousands of unarmed Indian protesters were killed and shot dead by the British. Now, it's a very bloody chapter and a dark chapter in Indian history. We have read it in textbooks. So Karan Singh Tyagi makes it a point to dramatize the events around it. The focus is on Shankaran Nair, as it should be. He is the lawyer who takes on the British Raj. At first, he's an anglicized colonial loyalist. He was getting his knighthood when the massacre happened. He was siding with the British. But then certain events make him question his loyalty, and he moves to the other side where he starts to bat for Indians. Now, one thing I have a problem is with the casting. Now, if you're playing a South Indian lawyer, a Malayali lawyer, Akshay Kumar plays a South Indian Malayali lawyer. Now, I have a pet peeve when it comes to representation and casting of non-South Indian actors in South Indian roles. It just makes no sense, especially when it's Malayali. Look at Akshay Kumar. He had just one Malayalam line to say, and he said it in such an awkward accent towards the end. It was such a powerful scene where he tells his wife that, you know what, I'm defeated, let's go back home. It was supposed to be an emotional scene, but all we get is like a very hollow. It rings so hollow and it looks so inauthentic, and that's a disservice to the movie. There were many points in the movie where I thought Madhavan, who's a South Indian actor, had more gravitas, more punch. He did a better job, and he would have done much better in Akshay Kumar's role, which is sad. If you know Akshay Kumar's brand of cinema, it's usually hyper macho, it's hyper nationalistic, it's mostly saffron agenda. We all know it, and it's okay. Those are enjoyable movies as well. They have a story to tell. I'm good with that. But in this case, the casting was very, very unconvincing as well. And somewhere along the way, I felt that the makers thought being loud, volume equals valor. Like the scenes in which Akshay Kumar screams into the courtroom trying to pin down Brigadier Dyer, those are very caricaturish. Another pet peeve that I have is like the British speaking Hindi. I know they are making a great effort. It is accented Hindi, but it's never authentic, and that is translated on screen as well. I think one of the few movies that did well when it came to casting was in Rang De Basanti, where the woman played by actress Alice, she did a great job in speaking Hindi. It looked convincing as well. It wasn't caricaturish. But here, British actor Simon Paisley doesn't do a great job of it either. While the movie opens beautifully with the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, I have a problem with it because it was so stylized that it rang emotionally hollow. Now, this is one of the most brutal and bloodiest chapters in Indian history. What we should have felt is feeling very terrible, but the entire the macabre events were shown in such a stylized way that it felt like a fashion shoot, and it rang emotionally hollow. It didn't work for me as well. While there were good bits about it, I thought Ananya Pandey, who's a young actress, she plays a young lawyer who's the assistant to Akshay Kumar in the legal courtroom drama. She did well. She acted with restraint. So did Madhavan. I thought Madhavan really held the movie together. There were parts where he looked really troubled, like he has taken on Akshay Kumar as his adversary. He too was a colonial loyalist. He realizes that he's batting for the British, and he wants to have one up with Akshay Kumar's character because he thinks that Akshay Kumar, who was once his friend, had ratted him out and publicly humiliated him about being a bastard kid. So that was an interesting take. I thought Madhavan did a fabulous job of holding it together. Even when he was given very, very vacant lines like humming the tune of Titanic and telling Akshay Kumar's character that be ready to sink like the Titanic. These are very, very silly lines, but the way Madhavan said it, I think it lent itself some gravitas, and there was some gravity to the situation. I think Madhavan and Ananya Pandey were really strong as well. Another pet peeve I had was Georgina Cassandra, who plays Akshay Kumar's wife. She's supposed to be a Malayali, but is dressed like a Tamilian. This almost felt like cultural appropriation when it should be a celebration of South Indian culture. They just get representation wrong all the time. I think they have somewhere Bollywood and Hindi filmmakers have a difficulty, demarcating between Malayali, which where we are from Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. You could see that kind of like identity crisis happening where they didn't know which state should the characters belong to. Georgina Cassandra's character falls prey to that stereotype. Having said that, it's not a badly made film. You can still sit through it, but all of these loud, hyper-patriotic lines, they bring the movie down. It just, at somewhere, I feel emotionally it was very vacant. Although there was a lot of roaring, there was no core. I've gone with 2.5 out of 5. For a full review, go to gulfnews.com.